The night descended over Paris, casting an eerie shroud over the city. The once vibrant streets lay deserted, the only light coming from the Eiffel Tower, its illumination casting long, ominous shadows. The silence was deafening, punctuated only by the occasional distant moan that echoed through the city's darkened alleyways. Unbeknownst to the world, the City of Love had become a playground for the undead. In the heart of Paris, a forgotten laboratory lay hidden beneath the surface, a chilling monument to clandestine experiments gone horribly wrong. It was here that the brilliant yet twisted Dr. Émile Renaud unleashed a virus with a voracious appetite for the living. As the clock struck midnight, the first victim emerged, eyes vacant, skin pallid. The virus spread through the city like wildfire, turning the once lively boulevards into hunting grounds for the undead. Panic gripped Paris as news of the outbreak spread, but it was too late. Paris was drowning in a sea of shadows. In the midst of the chaos, a young journalist named Sophie dared to step into the heart of the nightmare. Her mission was simple, yet terrifyingly daunting: to document the haunting transformation of Paris. Armed with nothing but her camera and a will stronger than the iron of the Eiffel Tower, her journey began on the desolate streets of the city, once bustling with life, now deathly silent. The air was heavy, saturated with an undeniable stench of decay and fear. Sophie moved cautiously, her camera lens capturing the chilling scenes unfolding around her. The once vibrant cafes now stood abandoned, chairs overturned in a desperate escape. Bloodstains painted the pavement, a grim testament to the terror that had unfolded. As she ventured deeper into the city, a barricade emerged from the shadows, its makeshift structure barely holding back the tide of the undead. Huddled behind it, a group of survivors, their faces etched with despair and desperation. Sophie's lens captured their plight, a stark reminder of humanity's struggle amidst the nightmare. Undeterred, Sophie pressed on, her heart pounding in rhythm with the distant echoes of the undead. The clandestine laboratory lay hidden beneath the city, its entrance concealed behind a heavy metal door. Stepping inside was like stepping into a different world, a world where life and death blurred into a horrifying reality. The air inside was stale, the silence deafening. The remnants of Dr. Renaud's twisted experiments lay scattered, a chilling reminder of the origins of the plague. Among the debris, Sophie discovered something more sinister: Dr. Renaud's research notes. The tattered pages revealed a horrifying truth. The virus wasn't just designed to reanimate the dead. The virus was designed not only to reanimate the dead, but to amplify their hunger, creating an army that would consume the living. The revelation sent a shiver down Sophie's spine. The City of Love had become a city of nightmares, its streets now prowling grounds for an army of the undead, its people mere morsels for their insatiable hunger. The nightmare was far from over, and Sophie's brave venture had only just begun. A chilling noise echoed through the corridors, and Sophie hid behind a stack of crates. The dank air of the lab hung heavy with anticipation, like the calm before a storm. Then, out of the gloom, shuffled Dr. Renaud. He was no longer the brilliant scientist who had once graced the halls of academia, but a gaunt figure, a ghostly remnant of his former self. His eyes, once vibrant and full of life, were now vacant, an empty abyss that sent a shiver down Sophie's spine. As he ambled closer, he revealed his vision of a new world order, his voice a raspy whisper that bounced off the cold, sterile walls. "Paris will be the epicenter," he rasped, his voice tinged with a chilling madness. The words hung in the air, a chilling prophecy that cut through the silence. Fear gripped Sophie, but she knew what she had to do. Sophie fled, racing against time to expose the truth and find a way to halt the impending apocalypse. The once majestic landmarks of Paris became ominous silhouettes as she navigated the labyrinthine streets. Sophie, our modern-day Joan of Arc, was now a beacon of hope in this city of shadows. Each step she took echoed against the cold stone buildings, a stark contrast to the incessant moaning that filled the air. The undead were relentless, their pursuit as ceaseless as the terror that gripped the city. Her camera captured the haunting reality of a once vibrant city now reduced to a chilling tableau of desolation. The footage was a mirror reflecting the grim fate that had befallen Paris, a sight that would soon be revealed to the world. As the images streamed across the globe, the world watched in horror. The chilling reality of the pandemic was now laid bare for all to see, a grim testament to the power of Dr. Renaud's monstrous creation. The echoes of a mad scientist's laughter lingered in the empty streets of Paris, leaving the world in dread of what's to come.